Coach Scott making his way over to the broadcast area following a 69-56 victory today against South Alabama. They made it a little bit more interesting there at the end than maybe some might have liked. They certainly did a good job with that trap, forcing turnovers, but the Pios consistent enough to hold on for another solid 40-minute ball game. And Coach Joe Scott now joining me here at the broadcast area. And Coach, congratulations. Your young basketball team has won 5 straight games. You're 5-1 this season.
Yep, it's well, it's hard to believe that we've been able to do it, you know, pretty consistently. Our effort, like we talk about before the game all the time, Raj has been really, really good. You know, Joe Rosga brings tons of energy, you know, and it's just, he's made a big difference in terms of his energy. He never gets tired, his guts, he's got tons of guts, and our whole team's sort of playing that way. And it wasn't a pretty game tonight. I mean, it was pretty, in order for us to get the lead, we did good things, but, you know, we didn't look good there at the end against the press. We did enough, but, you know, basically the last two games, too many turnovers for us, really. But, again, we're a young team. You know what I mean? These guys are going through a lot of these situations for the first time, whether it's having a 20-point lead, whether it's being in a tie game, whether it's being on the road, before finals, after finals. We've really been through and experienced a lot of things here in the first 6 games of the season, and I think our guys have, you know, acquitted themselves really well. So, you know, there are always things that you know, we got to get better at, but we did a really good job of just being a good basketball team today, you know, to be able to, you know, South Alabama's athletic, they're you know, well-coached team, and we were ready to play again. So that's the most important thing, being ready to play, giving effort, and we did it again today.
You talk about a young team, but your 3 seniors
Yes.
all played very well today. Bryant Rucker, Marcus Bird each had 16 points, Nate English for 15. Rucker had a whole bunch of assists.
Yeah.
Your 3 seniors really led the way.
Well, no question about it. I mean, those guys have been done well every single game in terms of sort of executing their role. Today, Bryant played really, really well. I mean, he had a couple beautiful passes at key times, really played well in all areas. And we've been relying on those guys. Those guys have been in these situations, and now what's good for them is they've been in these situations. Now these young guys are playing with them, and we're playing as a team, and those guys are making plays and doing things that matter, that are making us win the game. You know, those 3 guys played well today. Their play made us win the game, and there's a big difference from playing, you know, and making and being in the game than in making plays that make your team be successful. And to your point, those 3 seniors definitely have been doing that, and hopefully that's going to become a habit for us, you know, because that's sort of the bringing together of the team, the molding of the team together, and I like what I see so far in all areas.
2 games left on the homestand, now front range teams as Wyoming makes their way in, and then Air Force.
Well, like I told the guys, they just get harder, you know what I mean? The games get harder, the games get more meaningful, and when you keep winning, the games just get bigger and bigger. So it's good for a young team to have these experiences now, to learn. Games are getting bigger, guys, and they're getting bigger because we're winning, we're making the games big, and hopefully, you know what, we got 2 big ones coming up, first Wyoming and then Air Force, so we'll be ready to go.
Coach, congrats, 5 in a row. We'll see if you can make
Thanks,
it 6.
Raj. Thank you.
There he is, head coach Joe Scott, following the Pioneers' 69-56 victory today. Take a time out, come back, and it'll be time for post-game on the Pioneer Basketball Radio Network.